Yes, hello everyone. Welcome to NJEE classes. So today we will discuss about rest and motion. So as you already know that rest and motion are basically relative terms. Nothing in this world is absolute rest and nothing in this world is absolute motion, right? So rest and motion both are relative terms, right? So how can we say that any body is in rest and how can we say any body is in motion? All right. So an object is said to be in rest if it does not changes its position with respect to an observer. Correct. So see friends, every time whenever we are going to consider any rest or motion of a body, we must have to take care about the thing and observer, right? So anything can be in rest or anything can be in motion is basically determined only with respect to an observer who is observing the object. Only with respect to that we can analyze that whether a body is in rest or whether a body is in motion, right? So first of all, let's stick to the definition. An object is said to be in rest if it does not changes its position with respect to an observer, right? So if I take an example, suppose I am having an observer with me and suppose this tree is there like that, right? So the man is standing over there and the tree is also standing over there, right? So is tree is changing the position with time? No, because man is standing, so tree does not change its position. Means whatsoever position of the tree with respect to this observer is, it always remains same, right? So if x naught remains same, then we can simply say that the tree is in rest with respect to the observer. Correct? Right. So this is how we can analyze the situation that with respect to an observer, we can say anything to be in rest or anything to be in motion. Correct. In the same way, if I talk about the earth is also does not changing the position. So I can also say that the earth is in rest with respect to my observer. Correct. So this is how I can analyze that how does anything to be in rest with respect to my observer. So by this particular example, I can simply analyze that anything to be in rest with respect to an observer only when it does not changes its position with respect to that observer. Correct. Next definition we have to understand is about the motion, right? So what is how we can say any body to be in motion? So we can say any body to be in motion if it changes its position with respect to an observer, right? It means that whenever any body is continuously changing its position with respect to an observer, then only we can say that that body must be in motion with respect to that observer. Correct. For example, suppose again I'm having the same example of tree, but now in this case my man is actually running, right? Suppose the man is running with 5 meter per second speed. Correct. So now what happens? Initially the man is at this location. Okay, so there will be some position of the man from this, like x naught, right? After some time the man will be in this position, so there will be a new position of the man, right? So that should be suppose x naught dash. Correct. So what is happening? Since the man is moving, so the position of the man with the tree continuously changing, right? Or we can also say that the position of tree will be changing with respect to the man continuously, right? So I can say that since the position of tree changes with respect to man with time, with time, therefore the tree in this case is in motion with respect to the man. Correct. So I hope you understand this thing very well, that whenever any object is changing its position with respect to an observer, then only it can said to be in motion. Correct. Another example if I am going to give you is that, have a look at the man. So man is walking simply on the roads, right? So when the man is walking on the road, so what happens? All the nearby objects, see, you can see the clouds, you can see the roads, you can see the stones, right? So everything which is nearby the man is actually moving with respect to this man. Correct. So what we can say, this man will say that yes, these clouds are moving, the stones are moving, the roads are moving. Why? Because all of them are changing the positions with respect to him. Correct. And yes, of course, the man is also moving with respect to all of them. Stones, with respect to stone also the man is moving, with respect to road also the man is moving, with respect to clouds also the man is moving. So the man is also moving with respect to the nearby things. Correct. So that is how we can define the rest and motion in this particular case. This is another example. So my blue car is actually in rest. This is not does not changing its position. But have you seen the other cars like green car, like this another blue car, like this these cars? So what these cars are doing actually? So they are simply changing their positions, right? So this blue car, okay, and this orange car, green car, these cars are doing what? They are really changing their positions with respect to my base car, right? So what we can say? We can say that with respect to my wallet car, all these car must be in motion with respect to my wallet car, as well as with respect to the moving cars. We can also say that with respect to moving cars, this small car will also appear to be moving. This wallet car will also appear to be moving with respect to the moving cars. Correct. So rest and motion can be the relative terms. We can easily define this. All right, friends. I hope you understand this concept very well. Okay. So just let me know about this, and you can also share your comments and views and reviews. And don't forget to subscribe the channel. Okay. All right.